All right, greeting everyone. I will start to introduce myself. I believe my LinkedIn account is not the most active one. It's just created recently in the last 2 months, like testing the Web3 opportunities available. Anyway, I'm Mohamed. I'm from Sudan. I'm a bachelor degree holder on electronics. Been spend sometimes on building the mobile network infrastructure before I switched to banking sector. Spent the last 8 years on a board leading leading bank on the UAE between various positions. Started from operation, customer service, sales, direct communication with my customers, selling banks products. On March 2020, just right after the corona pandemic, announcement of WHO that the global pandemic, I guess this is how I stepped into the space. It was started from investment decision that I made. I started to invest on Bitcoin. It was a great decision, but the more important decision I made is invest my time as well. Like from 2.5 years, I have this dedication toward the blockchain technology, and more I know about it, and more I get involved. This is how I started. Yes, it's fascinating that maybe because I've been driven because of my nationality is it's been sanctioning, and we have a lot of problems. Maybe this the limitation of the access of the fair financial services. This has driven me to this decentralized world. I started to see the value really, and creating wealth and knowledge at the same time. Been trying to all these DeFi platforms. Was really rewarding at the same time. I'm growing not only financially, but at a personal level. That a lot of skills that I have developed, been searching and researching, investing on the VC's work, investing on early stages projects. This has rewarded me a lot, and I keep learning myself. And late 2020, I have this different feeling that this is something bigger than I expect. This is not some trading or investment kind of environment. I started to get to see the bigger picture. I started to feel the paradigm shift, and the emerging of a new business model is being born. I start to engage deeply on those, spending a lot of time Discord, learning myself. This is this is my entry on the space. I think, in my opinion, the NFT, it's the heart of this new module business model, because the new business model is all about ownership. It's all about ownership, and NFTs is pursue this pursue the ownership of the digital assets. We are talking about Web3. It's all started, the decentralization revolution started with the white page of Bitcoin. We move, things is getting accelerating with the smart contract and NFT involvement. today I'm going to focus, bring some value on this, maybe like how exactly I'm focusing on the evolution of the NFT itself, and how we can get into the next phase. Speaking of the metaverse, how we gonna achieve the really true decentralized metaverse. I'm gonna share my screen here. I'm gonna show one very interesting project. This project, I'm not a part of this project. I'm not doing any promotion, but I do see a real true value on this project. This is it's called Remark. Remark are creating a new NFT standard. With this standard, this is the only standard that can allow the true decentralized metaverse. This standard has 5 standalone standard, which is building the standard itself. It doesn't have to work all together. It's standalone. You can use one standard without the other. The first standard, they call it the Legos, the nested NFT, that an NFT can own by other NFT equivalent. The second one, this is really interesting, the multi-resources NFT, where you can have multi-resources on the single NFT, such as you can get, for example, a book. You can get a PDF resource. You can get MP3. You can get MP4, etc. This resource also, it's very important, has like a different use case. That NFT, it's a link to a digital assets. So for the current shape of the metaverse that we see, they are simply replacing, for example, NFT, a gaming metaverse. The gaming or the company, they are just replacing the username on the website and allow you to log in with your NFT. This is not truly decentralized, and it's the game itself. It's on the server of the studio of the game, and you're not really using the NFT itself. You're just using it for logging, and your NFT is not involved on the game itself. The multi-resources, this can also boost the metaverse, especially in gaming. It's offered that you can, the metadata of the game itself can be stored on the multiple server. I can put a source of IPFS. I can put on my centralized server. This will reduce the risk of losing the data itself. This also can like give a guarantees for the participant. So it's artist or gamer. It will not lose the experience itself. For example, if you have a metaverse of fashion designer, for example, and for some competition or one prize was like for the best design of the year was presented for John, for example. If for somehow the server crash or the company, like anything happened to this metaverse and it's closed, the designer itself will not lose the experience of having this. It will be built on his NFT itself. the multi-resources. So this is the will give a backup option for the metadata itself. Again, also there is here the emotes, on-chain emotes, that the NFT can be interactable. You can place emoji, conditional rendering. This is also very interesting, that the NFT itself, it will react. It will react based on the interaction that it's received. For example, the NFT just got a smiley face, a number of a smiley face. It's a logic. You can put a logic on this NFT. So it with like more 50 emoji of smile face, your character can be smiling, or any logic you deploy. And the last thing is the NFTs as a DAO, that this standard will allow the NFT to be fractionalized and tokenized to the community for government purposes. This is, I think, with this we can achieve the decentralized metaverse. The current shape of metaverse is not centralized, and creators, musicians, artists, the only tools that will guarantee for them to capture their true value is the decentralization. This is, I think, where is the future is going. Thank you. I think this is all for me.
Thank you, Mohamed.
I have any question? I'm ready to answer.
Yeah.
Maybe yes.
Is there any question to him? If you have a comment with any question, then you can after